5 things you don't need when you're broke. Most people design their lives around comfort, around soft life. They design their houses to relax in, and they design their evenings to unwind, and they also design their weekends to escape, like to be somewhere and enjoy. And at the end of the day, they wonder why nothing changes. If when The truth that people don't understand is that when you're broke, comfort is not your friend, because comfort delays urgency. Comfort removes pressure that you would have used to work, and comfort makes poverty feel normal. As I go through this video, it's not about hating nicer things in life. It's about understanding seasons, that there's a season to build and then there's a season to enjoy. But what most people do is that they try to enjoy before building, and that is why they stay stuck, and they stay stuck for a long period of time. So today I want to walk you through 5 things that you do not need when you are broke in your life, not forever, but just now, just for this particular season in time. So let's get started. Item number 1 that you don't need: the electronic income reducer, aka a TV. So this is a most common one, and there's a reason why I call it the electronic income reducer. Not because it's evil, but because of what it does to your time and what it does to your life. The TV is a time thief that is disguised as entertainment, as a source of entertainment. People say that they watch it to relax. Others say they watch news. But if you are to be honest, there's ever nothing new in news. What happens is that it is recycled fear. It's repackaged drama that has been repackaged and delivered to you from different angles. It has got zero actionable information to help you become a better person. And the hard truth is this, that you don't need relaxation when your life is under pressure. You don't, because at the end of the day, pressure is what creates movement. Pressure is what creates, it's what forces growth in your life. So, and the line that most people don't like hearing this, that you have no business entertaining yourself when you're broke. You rather use that time to learn a skill, use that time to sharpen your skills, use that time to know what is happening, and improve on your skills, improve on your communication, improve on your negotiation, improve on your ability to sell, your ability to read books and do something that will add value to you. Entertainment comes after stability, not before stability. Item number 2: DSTV, Netflix, or paid subscriptions. Just like a TV, this is just another TV, but with a monthly bill. You have to pay for it every month so that it keeps distracting you every single month. And talk about DSTV, Netflix, or any other streaming platform, any other paid streaming subscription. It has got the same problem. It has got the same delivery method. And it's a monthly expense with a zero return on investment. It doesn't give you any return. If it has ever given to you, I'm willing to listen. What they do is that they don't make you smarter, and they don't make you skilled. They don't make you more valuable. They just make you emotionally full, but keep you financially empty. And that is very dangerous when it comes to matter of finance and self-development. So this is a principle that will guide you. Anything that makes poverty comfortable will keep you poor for a very long period of time, unless you discover that. Discomfort is not the enemy, discomfort is the signal. Item number 3: convenience eating. And I'm very particular with the words that I use: convenience eating. And I'm talking about the fridge culture, microwave culture, those convenient things that makes eating to be very convenient to you. Now, many people will come blazing fire and arguing. I'm not talking about food. It's not about food, it's about convenience. A fully stocked fridge, a microwave for quick meals, and eating because it's easy, not because it's necessary. When you're broke, food is not entertainment, food is fuel. Convenience eating drains money slowly, quietly, every single day. No pressure, no awareness, just leakage. And money keeps leaking. And before you know it, you are spending more on feeding comfort than on building capacity, than on nurturing skills that will rather help you in future. When you're broke, you don't need luxury meals. You need discipline to learn skills and to develop yourself into a better person. Item number 4, expensive phones and gadgets. And as I've said, I'm very keen with the words, how I use the words. And this one will hurt a little. And expensive smartphones, expensive smartwatches, the latest gadgets that you can think of, not because you need them, not because they are going to solve a particular problem, but because you want to look upgraded. You want to look um, upgraded with what's happening in the world of gadgets. This is the issue. Most people don't use their phones to build skills. Rarely. Very few people do that. And I'm not sure if you're one of them. They use the phones to scroll. They use the phones to consume a lot of unnecessary content that doesn't help them at all. So you end up using a lot of money to purchase a liability that reduces in value, and at the same time it takes away a lot of your time. So you end up with a smart device and a dumb financial result, or a dumb mind, or a mind that doesn't grow. So let me say this clearly, that if your phone is smarter than your income, something has to be wrong. Something's wrong somewhere. Tools should multiply your output. Tools should increase your ability to learn. Tools should make you learn better, learn faster, learn newer things, learn conveniently. They are not supposed to distract you from progress. So ask yourself, the laptop that you have, the tablet that you have, the expensive phone that you have, is it helping you to multiply your output? Is it making you to become a better person? Or is it taking you time? Or do you use 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours during the day just scrolling and consuming irrelevant content that doesn't help you? Item number 5, the last one, expensive clothes and image spending. And I want to double click on the word image spending. And this is one of the most expensive traps that people find themselves in. Spending money to look successful before you actually are successful. Designer clothes, frequent outfit upgrades, dressing for appearance and not for function. And the truth is that looking rich is one of the most expensive habits of poor people, of what poor people involve themselves in. Image is costly, income is liberating. And you don't need new clothes, you need new revenue, you need cash flow. We've talked about the benefits of cash flow. Your clothes should cover you, but not define you, is so to say. So this is a short video. So to conclude, I'm not saying that never own these things. Get me clearly so that you don't come here blazing fire. I'm not saying never own these things, but I'm saying own them in the right season. I'm talking about building fast, being stable first, stabilizing fast, then enjoying those things later. When you're broke, your house should not feel like a resort, should not be a comfort parlor. It should feel like a work station, because comfort without income is a trap, and pressure used correctly is a gift that will keeps on giving. Design your environment to pull you forward, to make you want to work, to make you be a productive person, not to hold you back. not to make you a comfortable person so that you are not able to deliver. And that is how you escape poverty for good. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.